so ready to have them out of the house, and I was so wrong. I could not have been more wrong. It was really, really difficult. I didn't know what to do anymore as a mom. I felt like I had no job anymore. I felt like I didn't know what to do with myself. It was so painful. Um, I missed them so much, and I think because I had been such a young mother at such a young age, I didn't know how to do anything different, and I wasn't ready. Good morning, everyone. I'm Destiny Dawn, and this is the Destiny Dawn Show. Today, we're talking about empty nest syndrome, especially for mothers. I remember whenever I was younger and I had young kids, I could not wait for them to get out of the house, where I could be just, myself and do my own thing, and didn't have to be a role model for anybody. I could eat what I want and stay up late if I want to, and just, kids really do help keep you on track. I'll tell you that. um, now I can just like go forever without having to do chores sometimes because I don't have much laundry. Remember I used to have to do laundry every day and dishes all day long. And now I can do that like once or twice a week. So anyway, there are some good things to it. But I thought that, the kids were going to leave the house as soon as they all turned 18. And me and my husband, we had been parents since we were in high school. And I'd been a mom like as a child myself because we started our family very early in high school. And so I just thought that, it'll be wonderful when we can finally be married without children because we've never been married without children ever. So, but then whenever that day came, it was so hard. It was so hard. I never expected to go through that something like that, something that hard. I thought I was just going to be so ready to have them out of the house, and I was so wrong. I could not have been more wrong. It was really, really difficult. I didn't know what to do anymore as a mom. I felt like I had no job anymore. I felt like I didn't know what to do with myself. It was so painful. Um, I missed them so much, and I think because I had been such a young mother at such a young age, I didn't know how to do anything different, and I wasn't ready. At 38 years old, I was not ready to not have any children in the house. That's a long time to be without children in the house. Finally, I'm just now I think I went through empty nest syndrome for, like, I think it felt like, I don't know, 10 years. It seemed like it was a long yeah, it's been almost 10 years, I guess about 8 years, and I'm just now finally getting to be used to it just being me and my husband. But, one thing I wanna share with you that really helped me is, there was a time before you were, um a mother. There was a time before you were a wife. There was a time when you were a little girl and you still lived at home. Think about those times and try to go back to that time if you are in the process of children leaving home and you are in empty nest syndrome. I tried to look for videos about it on YouTube and I found a couple, but it was just not, really speaking to me. And I was just in a lot of pain with the not knowing what to do with myself and missing my children and just feeling sad that they were grown. But go back to that time and think about when you were at home and you were, a child yourself. All the things that you wanted to do. What did you used to do back then? Do you remember? Can you remember? I loved to read. I was a bookworm and I loved to write. And I loved, just being in my room, laying on my bed, and just think of all the things that you wanted to do when the kids were little that you couldn't do. And you can start a whole workout program. You can get your body in shape. You can get a brand new body. You can get serious about it. Get serious about something that you love. Maybe you love painting. Maybe you love photography. Maybe you always wanted to, do horseback riding or snowboarding or something. Go learn something. Try something new with you and your husband. Try to do something new to spark something uh, with him. And but just remember that time whenever you were young and before you ever had, you were a person back then. You were a person with goals and dreams and hobbies and desires and things you wanted to do. So you just have to go back and look at that time when you were younger before the kids came and and tap into that and remember that and see what you might want to do now. There's so many things you can do now that you couldn't do when the kids were around. That's what we were waiting for. That's what we were hoping for, right? And then when that time comes, then now we're lost and we don't know what to do. And we can't just spend our life living our life through them. I mean, they have their own separate lives, and we still have a life to live ourselves. So, if you have any practical tips, leave the comments below and let me know how you're getting through it or what maybe you're struggling with, and we'll see if we can help each other. And the next video, you can watch why I started this channel. And I went through empty nest syndrome in the worst kind of way. The way that my daughter left our home was not conventional at all. And so you can watch that video and find out why I started this channel. We'll see you in the next video.